Alright, welcome to another wonderful live stream. Today I will be roasting the contest submissions so far for the first track in my remix contest titled Brain Melt. If you haven't seen it already, I have a new video out where I am deconstructing a new track, one of the 10 from YouTube's audio library, and I've asked you all to remix it. So today I'm going to comb through all the available submissions that we have so far and see what kind of talent we have out there. Okay, wowzers, let's go ahead and check it out. First submission is Eric's. This is a remaster, okay, not a remix. Okay, so let's go ahead and hear Eric's Brain Melt remaster. Let's hear it. Oh, thank you so much, Viterli. I'll happily drink coffee. Thank you. Wowzers. So it turns out turns out remaster just means playing the same song but a lot faster. Should have just called it Eric's Re-Faster. So thank you so much, Eric's. Sure made it a lot faster. I don't know really what else to say there. Okay, yeah, I guess that's something you could do. All right, well, let's just move on. Here we have Sea of Now remix. Maybe this will be slower. Looks like this fine young lady having a nice burger. Okay. All right, let's take a listen. shit, that was crazy. We went all the way from, as Ben eloquently puts it, re-faster to slow mix. Holy shit, just came down from my Adderall trip and, had some ketamine or something. Oh my gosh. Such an awesome atmosphere. I love how you slowed everything down. The kind of reverb and expansiveness is really something that I think is super fresh. I don't really have much else to say there. I think maybe, the kick and snare samples that you are introducing here, the new ones, maybe not the most imaginative kick and snare samples. Feels a little static. But the new chords, the new harmonization, and the kind of huge pads and soundscapes that you're introducing are really fucking awesome. So, wow, that was really cool. Thank you so much, Bjorn. Wowzers. Let's go ahead and move on. Next up, we have Jacob with this very beautiful cover, very flattering. This is my face. And before I actually play this one, I just want to let you guys know that first off, I did not make the track just by myself. I made it in collaboration with my best brother, Tyler Aaron Superstar, and he has his own album out. Just came out. It's called Winery. Look at him; he's a very beautiful man, and I highly recommend you guys check this out because it's an amazing album, really excellent music, really, really well done. Can't recommend it highly enough. So please check out Tyler Aaron Superstar's solo effort. Once again, we're in a band together called Brotherhood of Superstars, and he co-produced Brain Melt with me. So you can thank him. Highly recommend you check this out. Now, back to the music. Let's go ahead and listen to Brain Melt Flip / remix / pretty much completely different. Beautiful. I can recognize the main vocal chop that you used from the track and really put that in a new light, made it a completely new and different melodic element. That was really beautiful what you did there. Um, and the track is really awesome in its own right. Probably wouldn't call it a remix or a flip. It's pretty much completely different, as you so eloquently put it. But I love the atmosphere here. I think it works really, really well. Um, so, yeah, thank you so much. Um, Now, a couple people, Zeus in particular, mentioned that the files that I've released are not the original project files. They are the mixdown files. Um, and the reason why I like to do this is because in the original project file, I'm using a lot of plugins. I'm using Serum, I'm using the Minimoog emulator, I'm using Lounge Lizard, I'm using Camel Crusher, and it's enough plugins where it's pretty unlikely that maybe even 10% of my audience, of you guys, would have all those. So I just felt that maybe wasn't the best way to go. And that's why I elected to send you guys the mixdown version. Plus, audio is really fun to chop and screw and work with. So, yeah. Anyways, great track. Trust me, I'm an artist. That was super dope. Thank you so much. Cool. Flying Aspidistra. Here's his submission. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Version 2. House. All right. Fuck yeah. Let's fucking go. Wowzers. Thank you so much, Flying Aspidistra. I think this has the makings of a really awesome track. I really love how you've taken the house approach, and I can see everyone loves that Sweet Sally vocal sample. Especially in the second half here, you have the makings of a really awesome groove here. But there's no release here. There's no drop. There's no apex of the track. Possibly because we haven't really quite introduced a sick bass line, for example. That's very important for house music. and we're never really getting that snare on the 2 and 4. Clap, 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 something like that. The textures and soundscapes and the way you're interacting and with the samples and the stems really warms my heart. I think you're really doing a great job here. We just really need that release. And right now, there's, as somebody most eloquently put it in the chat, there's a lot of tension here, not quite so much release. Kind of like my sexual life. Now, the first half here, once again, also has the makings of a really awesome intro, but feels a little empty. Perhaps there's, I don't know, more fills or percussion you could do. Maybe some of that sweet side chain could go a long way. I just think, once again, this has the makings of a really awesome submission. It just doesn't feel quite finished or fleshed out enough yet. Perhaps after this breakdown here, instead of dropping the kick so early, maybe build the tension up a little bit more and drop the kick and the bass and the clap on the 2 and 4 all at the same time. Really make that Sweet Sally pop. But thank you so much. Once again, it's really flattering and inspiring hearing how all of you are interacting with the samples. So I really appreciate that. It's very cool. I've never had, you know, my work reinterpreted and remixed. I'm sure Tyler Aaron Johnson is going to be really pleased with this as well. So thank you for that. Let's move on. Here we have the Damien with his submission. Wowzers, let's go ahead and take a listen. All right. Damn. Damien. Shit, that was dope. Super slowed down, really glitched out, heavy vibe. I love the new direction you've taken the track. Especially kind of in the middle here. Just that slow halftime groove. Really fucking dope. I think you could layer maybe the snap or clap that you're using halfway through the track with maybe a heavier snare to kind of match the power of the kick. And some of the sound design for your leads, like that sound, maybe could be improved. Maybe it's a little too distorted. Really the main thing is tying it all back in at the very end. I'm very flattered that you decided to end the song with the intro chords of the track, but It doesn't seem like they're in time at all, which kind of took me out of the super slow, expansive vibe that you have here. So just a simple warping will do. I forget what the BPM of the track is originally, but you know, just warp the sample or the stem and then try and see if you can tie it all back in there at the end, and you have yourself a very excellent submission. Damien, that was fucking dope. Thank you so much. Awesome. Let's keep going. Brink. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what we have here so far, Brink. Bro, that was fucking sick. Dude, better than the original. Fucking amazing. So funky, so housey. Holy shit, that was awesome, man. Dude, thank you, man. That was very flattering. I'm happy that I could, facilitate such a great funk groove with the stems that I provided you. I mean, everything. The way you flipped the sample kind of in the middle there. Yeah, that transposition there. Only thing there, maybe use a different snare sample. I don't know. Feels a little too gritty for the kind of smooth, housey vibe that you've presented everywhere else here. Other than that, very small, minor detail. I mean, the groove you have here, just from the get-go, super dope. I love how you chopped the sample and flipped it and made it your own. And yeah, man, very impressed. Thank you so much. Very flattered. Especially how you added the bass and kind of that phasey effect on the guitar. That was really excellent as well. Man, very impressed, man. Very impressed. I'm gonna give you happy heart and happy face. So I can't wait to hear the final product, man. That was fucking amazing. All right, bean melt. This is just a delicious dip for your favorite chip. Can't wait to have some bean melt. Let's go ahead and hear it. Beautiful. I love how you kept it ambient and soundscapey, and the dubstepper in me wants you to drop it and take it somewhere else, but I'm not even sure if that's necessary. I just really like the kind of ambient bean melt that you've turned this into kind of a sweet bean soup, and I think it sounds quite beautiful. Um, yeah, I really don't have much to say on that other than to see if you can really draw this out into like a full ambient piece, or nothing wrong with keeping it short like this either. Or another option is to take it somewhere else and actually, drop the groove there later. But once again, it's kind of open-ended. It's really up to you. Once again, if you decide to keep it ambient, that's cool. If you decide to do a fat dubstep dropper with your boy Skrill, that's cool too as well. I just want some bean melt, nice bean dip for my melt. Um, Anyways, let's move on. Here we have Paul Reshape. Beautiful cover. Let's go ahead and hear it. Wowzers. Okay. Holy shit! Paul, that was beautiful. You know, of the submissions, excellent submissions that we've gone through together so far, I think this one, more than anything, demonstrates your ability to take the material presented to you and really make it your own. I mean, you were able to create a completely unique and unexpected and very detailed soundscape and vibe that was totally unlike the original, and really kind of reshaped my conception of the stems here. So that was really excellent. You know, the vibe, the deep house vibe reminds me of, you know, Bonobo, Dodd, those kind of artists. Really well accomplished here. Love all the percussion extra elements that you're adding here. The bass line is super funky. I love the triangle upper percussion elements and what you do with the hi-hats here as well. The shuffle, the vocal chop at the end there. Yeah, all of that was accomplished very beautifully. Really, the only thing that I think you could do, and this is just a completely optional thing, is to make it Von Deeper. So have a section in the track where it's maybe just drums, bass line, percussion, your awesome percussion here, and maybe not much else, because I think throughout the duration of the track, you're pretty much always relying on this, the cha, that kind of upper frequency soundscape. And I think if you had a section just devoted purely to the groove, just really break it down, Von Deeper, somewhere in the middle there, I think that would be really fucking cool. Just to kind of really kind of make it down and dirty. But other than that, I mean, fantastic work here. This is, you know, this is excellent work. So thank you for that, Paul. Awesome. Holy shit. Oh my god, this cover is so fucking awesome. Let me read this. I began to feel good. I began to feel good in the worst situations, and there were plenty of those, like, say, the boss behind his desk. He is going to have to fire me. Maybe the other life had worn me down. I no longer found glamour in topping somebody in conversation or in mounting the body of some poor drunken female whose life had slipped away into sorrow. Holy shit. Oh my god, I don't even know if I want to listen to this now. This is going to be heavy. All right, well, let's go ahead and check out Swillow Pine's submission, Main Brelt. Okay, here we go. Awesome. Main Belt by Swallow Pine, everyone. Um, that sounds really fucking cool. I mean, it sounds like a instrumental for some sort of moody pop housey type situation. I think it would really benefit from some vocals. Really well produced instrumental, awesome chords. Um, the only two things that I caught from the original were the guitar and vocal chop, which everyone seems to love. Sweet Sally, of course you do. So far, just observing my own thoughts about all the submissions. Um, so far, I've been more partial to tracks that interact with the original on kind of a less surface level situation. Like, for example, I could hear you using, certain elements from the track, and I caught those. But something like, for example, Paul's or Brink's submissions really take multiple elements, the kind of core of the song of the original, and really flip it and turn it into its own thing. And I've just noticed that I'm more partial to those kinds of submissions, um, because that to me is more of a remix rather than or rework or flip rather than just a track that happens to use some of the sounds from the original. Um, just my personal thoughts. But I think this is a great track. Put a Halsey acapella over it or some shit. You got yourself a top 40 remix. Awesome. Thank you, Swallow Pine. Here we have Pixel Wax. Oh shit. I'm very hyped for this. Let's go ahead and hear it. Damn! Whoa! That was crazy. Crazy flip, Pixel Wax. First off, can we all just observe how fucking punchy the drums here are? Especially that snare. Oh, it just punches me in the gut every single fucking time. Sounds amazing. Just hit me with that shit, Pixel. Hit me. And you know, good sound design with the melodies and the arpeggios and synths in the background. Excellent atmosphere there as well. And then, as if that wasn't enough, drop into this whole section right here. Total reimagining of what you presented to us earlier. And yeah, I think this track is very successful. I think you could really, I think if you wanted to bring it closer to the, you know, make it more of a remix, more of an interaction with the original, you could maybe use, I'm sure you could find a way to kind of incorporate some of the guitar stuff from the original, or, you know, maybe the vocal chop or something. It does feel like its own universe. And I think, you know, in terms of the mix and sound selection and that awesome breakdown at the end there, the halftime section, I think that was super successful. So thank you so much, Pixel Wax. Fucking awesome. You got to teach us all how to make snares like that, man. That was how do you even get to that punchy, you know? I don't fucking know. You got to run this channel, bro. Anyways, thank you for that. Okay, so here's a couple of whips submitted today. Wow, looks like this was submitted in half an hour ago. Very recent submission. So, well, cross your fingers, hope to die. Let's hear it. Oh my god. Holy shit, that sounds like if Animals as leaders happened to find my stems in a gutter somewhere and was asked by Universal Studios to come up with the soundtrack for the Shadow the Hedgehog movie coming out in 2023. Damn, says Shadow. That was crazy, man. That was a crazy reinterpretation. I would have never thought that the stems that I created could have found a way in this, super crazy rock track. Metal? I don't even know. It's like the Dragon Force up in here. I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. So yeah, definitely finish this. Really, only things I can say so far here are maybe the mix needs a little bit of work, but I mean, the drums feel a little far back in the mix. Um, I heard that, and then maybe some of the notes that you were playing with the vocal chop, kind of at the end there, we're getting a little maybe too bluesy, too old school rock and rolly for something so technical and modern sounding. But yeah, definitely should finish this track, dude. This came as a total surprise for me. Such a wide variety of styles and genres being presented here, and um, it's very flattering to me. So thank you so much, Nitro, Anilin. That was crazy. Keep working on that. Shadow would approve. And then we got one more. Oh my gosh, Jesus Christ. I cannot look at that. So I'm just gonna look away there. Wow. So I really love the acoustic guitar that you've included here. That sounds really fucking dope. For some reason, the whole mix feels super compressed and very like a low bitrate MP3 or something. I don't know what you're putting on your master there. Maybe it's clipping or something. But I don't know. It just sounds kind of like a low quality MP3 upload or something. Other than that, though, it's very successful. I love how you've interacted with the material here. It feels a little bit busy. A lot of different stuff going on here. Kind of pushing me in all sorts of different directions. Not quite clear which section I should pay attention to there, but like I said, the acoustic guitar, I think that was a really, really nice touch. And I would just see if you can simplify the drop there, maybe kind of reduce some of the samples and the background elements. Yeah, awesome. Yo, that was very enlightening. I'm very humbled that you guys managed to create such awesome material out of this. It's going to be very hard for me to pick a winner for this one because there's just so much good shit coming out here. Wow. So thank you so much, guys. Yuri B, I'm not going to get to you today. Sorry, I got to go. But so much talent here, and if you don't win this time, don't get discouraged because there's 9 more tracks that I will be releasing stems for and doing the contest for. So plenty of times for you guys to flex your prowess here. And yeah, you guys are fucking awesome. Anyways, thank you so much. Have a great day, and yeah, keep up the good work. Peace.